G'day. He's got no noise. Look at that. How you going, everyone? Oh, look, he's got the boom and nothing's going. He's got to replace that microphone.
Can you hear me, Fraggle?
I can now. How are you, mate? How's things?
I can't hear you. Hang on. Fucking hell, I'm having a nightmare.
You can't hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you well.
Right, I can hear you now, I think. Yeah. So what channel's it on then, you Fraggle?
It's on Fox 2, which is also known as Fox League.
So is that
Channel 9?
So that's Fox 502, 502, yeah?
502, that is it. 502.
You know what I've done, don't you? I've gone to Fox Footy, which is
Big AFL.
Yeah. So I've gone saying it's back, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, hang on. Yeah. I've got. You got 4 people in the studio, yeah? Bald-headed bloke, two blokes with hair, and a woman. Is that right?
What does that mean?
No, you got a bald-headed bloke.
That's you.
No. On this channel, 502, you got a bald-headed bloke.
You gotta tell me what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Two blokes with hair and a woman. Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah. Right. Yvonne Sampson. You've got. There's a sprinter. He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, he's got the try. So g'day, Dom. We've got a few people. Hey, we've got a few people watching already. 13 people.
Hello, Dom. How are you, mate? So is anybody who's watching, is any of these two sides their sides? Is Brisbane Broncos or the Eels? Have we got have we got a dog in this fight? Who we cheering for? Who are we having a bet on?
All right. Got a good setup. You see me looking this way. I've got the TV over here.
Yeah, well, if you see me looking that way, I've got my monitor down there. So my monitor, I don't even know. My monitor's down there.
So
no,
I'll be on soon. I think he's got the link. He was saying, "G'day, Ben Hill."
So I'll jump off when Niall comes on and the game starts. I'll jump off because I have got a couple of things to do. But so I'll leave you two to it when Niall comes on. And but you'll go for Brisbane, right? So what's that?
Who said that? Me? Fuck no.
No, Dom. Dom says he's going for Brisbane.
Give me a second, mate. I'll be back. Give me.
So
1 second.
Yeah, okay. So Dom, what's the betting over there? Who are they about? In the league table, are they about equal, or is one above the other, or because there's no home advantage here, is there? It's on neutral ground, so
no, it's home. It's Brisbane's home, just no crowds.
Yeah, well, no crowds. But if it's anything like the German football the last couple of weeks with no crowd, the home advantage has gone out the window. There is no home advantage, so to speak. So Dom.
What they're doing, mate, is they're chartering flights in and out. So Parramatta are flying up today, and they'll fly straight out.
Yeah, but what I mean is the home advantage. Your home advantage is your crowd, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, mate, no problem. Hello, Capio. When you're in.
Oh wow.
with your individual back. Okay, I'll tell you what then. I'll sort my backdrop out so it's not so bad. Hold on. I don't want anybody blaming me for a load of crap on the background. So yeah, I'll stick that one up.
I'll go and do something just for Steve. Give me a second. I don't know how this will work.
There you go. So I'll stick that.
Oh yeah.
I told you what to do. I told you what to do with the dislikes. Just hide them because dislike. To be honest, dislikes and likes are no problem because it means somebody's interacted. So as far as YouTube don't take the slightest bit of notice. And with the amount of subscribers we got, I don't give a shit about the dislikes and likes, to be honest.
And it's really just a bit of fun, mate. We're gonna.
I'd rather omit the subscribe button than the dislike button. At least they probably have, because we've gone up to 43 viewers subs. So,
what's a good colour for a green screen?
What's a good colour for a green screen? Fucking green, you twat.
No, you know what I mean. Oh, you're a grump.
Fucking green or blue. Twat. What's a good colour for your green screen? Hey, do you like the headphones anyway? Do you like the headphones?
I noticed you're mucking around with that.
The Beats.
Okay, so I'm going to need someone to watch the chat, because what I'm noticing is you can hear me.
Yeah, but you've got a mod. I'm watching the chat anyway.
Yeah. I've just noticed there's a bit of freezing action on my laptop.
Why, is it cold there?
No, now it's back. Don't know why it does it. It happened when I was in the studio getting stuff organised. I don't know. It's got me.
So who's going to have a bet with me then? I'll take Eels. Just a fun bet. I'll take Eels for a beer with anybody. Hey, Niall, you mean a set of them? I bought the buggers 2 days ago. You mean a set of them? Only mine weren't fake, but yeah, I bought a set of bows 2 days ago. 700 baht. Yeah, I would have said to a knockoff. What's 700 baht? It's about 17.5 quid, isn't it? Yeah, mine cost me. The Quiet Comfort, the Mark II, 35s Mark II. That's what I bought. I got them on eBay. I got a good deal on them. Not eBay, sorry, Amazon. I got a good deal on them. Mine cost me 200. Yeah, 200 mine cost me, brand new. And yeah, they're not... Simon Sharp, I suggest you stop right there, mate. All right. If you're coming on here, don't bring the drama with you. If you're coming on here to have a pop at somebody, I will just put you in a timeout until you learn.
Just get rid of him.
Okay, get rid of him then.
Drama.
Okay. Drama has no place on here. I'm sorry, but drama has no place on here. This is a sports channel, and they have no place. Yeah, no, I'd look on Amazon at the minute. Amazon have got them on sale, the silver ones anyway, for 200. I looked at the Bose 700, but they were 350 quid, a bit out of my price range.
There you go. I'll just go to my background screen. Boo.
But these are the Mark IIs, the ones I've got. But yeah,
there you go. How good's Dom? What a helpful fella.
Have you seen the sunglasses with the speakers? Yeah, I have actually. I was on Wish. Oh God, I've got to stay off Wish. I must stay off Wish.com. But I've gone a bit daft on Wish.com, and I was on there, and I did see some of them sunglasses with speakers in. Yeah, also you can buy a set of bows on there. They are £20 and then £5 postage for a set of bows. Oh, for fuck's sake! Here we go. I can keep doing this all night.
Yeah, let's don't even talk about them.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna the comment where Capio retaliates, which was quite fair, I would too. I'm just gonna delete that just so it's not there. So nothing against you, Capio. You're welcome here, mate. You know that. I'm just gonna remove that one chat That one comment where you had it.
Capio, we're not watching Aussie rules, but yeah.
Nah, mate, I don't watch that. I'm a rugby league man, Capio.
But yeah, listen, I'll say it again. If anybody, you get your 30 seconds of fame, but from now on, we're not even going to read them out. We're just going to delete everything. If you've got drama with somebody in the chat, leave it at the door. This is not a drama channel. This is a sports channel. We'll be covering the rugby league today. I might, if I'm out and about, I might cover the German football tonight. That's a 7:30 kickoff for me at night. That's two sides that I didn't realise are actually not in their Premier League. It's the top two sides in Division 1, but we are the famous Swindon Town, and we're going up again, champions. Okay.
G'day, Justin. Anyway, mate.
I'm taking a punter. I would know. Niall, Justin bought a set of, I think he bought a set of AirPods. I think that's what they're called. You know, AirPods, while he was in Thailand. And he says they're all right, the AirPods. So
do you see? I've just read the end of that comment. He broke his taking the piss out of JG. He must have thrown him. Because that episode where JG threw his, quite funny.
I didn't see it. I'll be honest with you. I know people probably won't believe me, but I actually don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore. The drama is boring me. I stay away from it. I do watch Niall's live streams, but that's about the only one. Yeah, Justin said he paid 500 baht for his fakes.
Nice. He's got right.
That's what I say. I bought mine. Capio, I totally agree. I bought mine 200 quid. I love them. I wear them when I go walking, and I walk for about 7-8 miles a day. So I love them. But my Beats, I've got nothing wrong with my Beats, except these are the really old Beats. You have to put batteries in them.
These are Beats. These are Studio 3.
Yeah, these Beats, you have to put battery in one side.
So we're about, both teams are out warming up, so we're probably about 5-10 minutes away.
Yeah, we're going to have to sync it. So
I don't think I'm the one that's going to have to pause.
Yeah,
okay, that's all right. I can do that.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll pause it at the kickoff, and that might be the best way to do it.
Justin,
I'm going to do the same with Niall as well.
Justin, it's looking like I'm going to be in Thailand in October. If you're over there, then it'd be great to meet up. If we can travel in October, I'm looking to go in October. So, yeah, I actually, I tell you what I did do, Capio. I stole, because I've got a set of Beats as well, which I stole this out of my Beats. I stole that out of the Beats for the aeroplane. So, because it didn't come with it, so I stole that. So, hello, old man.
G'day, mate.
So, Dom, are we going to have a straight beer on this game then, if you want Brisbane? I don't know his favourite, but I know you did put it. Here's the betting. Brisbane Broncos. Do you want a straight beer on it then?
What is that in comparison to a gay beer?
No, it means no handicap betting. It just means a straight beer. Just winner gets a beer. You know what I mean? It's not handicap betting. That's what I'm saying. Because normally over here, for you to get even money on a team, normally it gives away points to the other team. So you might get, for instance, Eels +4. But I'm not saying it is Ben Hill. I'm just saying that is when I'm looking to go. That's the earliest I'm looking to go. If not then December. If not then January. But that's the earliest I'm looking to go now. I'll bet you a short time.
Wow.
I tell you,
boys.
I tell you what, Justin. I'll tell you what I'll do for you. Fucking hell. How much is a short time? I don't know what I'm betting here. I can have a bet with Justin because one of us will pay up. That's the thing. We'll bump into each other in Thailand and one of us will actually fucking pay up. So, but it's just, I will bet a short time. I don't know how much a short time is. What's that? 1,000 baht for a short time? Is it? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
The belt,
Dom, I genuinely don't know what a short time is, and that's the truth. If somebody tell me what it is it short time we're freelancer? Is it short time we're? I don't know. Give me some prices. Give me some prices. I don't know what a short time
anyway, we've got 13 people watching. It's now gone to 12. We're talking short time.
What do you mean short? Hang on. Old man, what do you mean short time is more expensive for me? Why is it more? Because I'm an ugly bastard, so I have to pay more, is it? It's about yeah. Does that mean? Hey, does that include the cigarette at the end of it as well? I'm taking my kit off because 5 minutes is a long time for me, mate. I'm an old man.
Fine.
Oh, McDonald's, yeah, McDonald's are opening up again over here.
All right.
Finally opening up McDonald's. R7. Is that Ronaldo? R7. Or am I missing the point here? Who's R7? R7 is Ronaldo, isn't it?
No, I think he's talking about that bloke. What's his name? R7.
Oh, right. Sorry, on YouTube. I thought when he said R7, I'm thinking straight away of Ronaldo because he plays in number 7 and that's what his brand name is, R7.
Yeah. There we go.
So, I've still got that.
Anyone in chat, don't be lurking, but play nice. Say good day. We'll,
Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, hang on. I'm getting potatoes coming through on my phone. Yeah. Anybody in England? I'm listening to a cracking live stream podcast at the minute. Lineker and Danny Baker, brilliant live stream. I also like the what's his name's live stream and all. But yeah.
Yeah, come on, lads.
Is it your birthday, Niall? Going for a shower?
No, you're right now.
Yeah, but he can read. Old man, Gaza can read between the lines, though, can't he? So that's his problem. Oh, you need somebody to turn around and say, Gaza, can you read between the lines? Why? Why with that?
I'll message you in the privates.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Fair comment. No, he didn't. Oh, man.
No, let's just move on. We don't talk about deleted comments. So, yeah, we're...
I've still got adverts.
Yeah, same. 67 days out football. I've got to pause it for you, don't I?
I've got Red Rooster on here. Oh, Red Rooster's just finished. We're now walking out. I can see feet with boots on.
Are you ahead of me? Yeah, you no, I know. No, you're not. You're the promo.
Yeah, he's kicking a ball. It's a funny shaped ball, that is. So if anybody, it wasn't you, Niall. Niall, it wasn't you. Lineker.
It's all good. It was Grime B. Just kidding.
All right, Caprio.
Yeah, he'll get that joke. If he's
from Leicester, though, mate. That's why I like him.
You can't hear my TV, can you? On the stream?
Yes, I can hear it in my earphones.
Oh, I'll just turn it down slightly.
He's just said a great day of rugby league. So.
Okay, it should be down now.
Yeah, I can. With these headphones though, I will pick it up probably more than you can on the. But if anybody wants me to do the football match, if anybody wants to join me for the football match tonight, I'll do the football match as well tonight. If you.
Yeah, on here.
Yeah, do it. Of course, I'll do it on there. I ain't gonna do it on my
Nice.
fucking channel, am I? This is the sports channel.
Oh, nice. Keep the language down. I'll have to mute you. So
I'll be going to. So
give a bit of a lead up on this. So Parramatta knocked Brisbane out last year, and it was quite a big hiding. It was like 58-6. So they're definitely going to be out to atone for that. Both these teams are both 2-0, won their first 2 games. A lot of talk. Parramatta haven't won a comp since 1986, and every year there's talk about them winning a comp. There's a lot of hype at the moment, but I think it's just that. They're a good team, but they're probably not capable of being up there with the Melbournes and the Roosters and the Canberras. They're probably with the Manleys and Souths and Brisbane's on the next run down at the top. Probably they're going to be from 5 to 8.
It's all right. They've just been hugging each other. I wondered what a bit of man on man hugging going on here. You know, old man, you should be over there in Australia. They're doing some man on man hugging here.
Bit of sack whacking. No worries. See ya, old man. Take it easy, bro. Keep your sack to yourself.
Yeah. So Capio, sorry. So Dombey, short time, 1,000 baht. I've got Eels. I've got Eels. You've got Brisbane. Yeah, you've got Broncos. I've got Eels. Short time, 1,000 baht. Yeah.
I can't believe this. So I think Brisbane will get up. I think they're slightly better team. And even though there's no crowd, the home ground advantage will.
But on condition, Dom. On condition, you give me a chance. If I lose, you give me a chance to win it back. I'll have to negotiate on. I'm an ugly bastard. I never get it for it. I'd never get it for 1,000 baht because I'm such an ugly bastard. They'll be charging me 3 times what they charge normally. So I won't get it. I won't get it for 1,000 baht. Trust me. I heard somebody tell me that they got it for 500 baht short time.
Unbelievable.
So what can that ground actually hold if there were fans in there?
53. It's about a 50-minute drive from my house.
53 people or 53,000?
53,000. It's probably the best rugby league ground in the world.
Oh, I like his ponytail. You see that? Shaving head with a ponytail.
It's very steep. You're very close to the people in front of you, so it's very, very steep.
What's all the teams behind you, John? I can see England, Leicester. What's the other 3? I've got Leicester Tigers, which is our rugby union side, which is up at the top. Then obviously Leicester City, and then I've got family in Melbourne, in Australia. That's where most of my family live now. And the bottom is the purple one is Melbourne Storm, which is their football team. Which is their rugby league team, and then the other side is Melbourne Victory, which is the equivalent to our Leicester City. So that's the 4 sides. They support them, so I have to go for them. So it's never seen 20,000.
No, this ground, yeah, it has. It's
It's a bit like has the A-League taken off over there? Not really. I mean, I found out, I didn't realise Robbie Fowler was a manager of one of the teams. I was gobsmacked when I heard that.
It's struggled this season, and even before the thing. They need to play him in smaller grounds.
Right. You tell me I'll tell you when I've kicked off. So can you pause on the kickoff?
Yeah.
When you kick off, you pause.
I'll pause as they're about to run on.
I've just got two old boys on the screen and now an old boy and an old lady. Yeah, he played over there. So did Esky, didn't he? He played for Newcastle over here. Over there, sorry. Yeah, Dom, we're all you're the same as me. You're behind. Yeah, I'll agree with you there, Capio.
Has it kicked off yet?
No, they're still doing a minute silence. He's putting the ball down now.
Yeah. I've got it slightly ahead to allow for reaction time.
Right. He's kicking off now.
Okay, Brisbane are kicking off to the Caxton Street end. Caxton Street's the good pub that we normally go to game day. So Parramatta are going to have first use of the ball.
Dom, you're at the same time as me, mate. You're running on the same time as me. We're both watching it on tablets.
Just as well I can pause it. It's all right.
I can pause it if I want. Fowler basically finished as a top-level player by the age of 25. Yeah. I think what done him was when he went to Leeds and Man City, to be honest, who's gone by then.
Yeah, he's a manager of the local team up here, Brisbane Roar.
Yeah, I know. I said, but they play on a park. When I watched them play, it was like they were playing on a park.
Excuse me.
It was a shithole.
Hey, that park is my local ground. That's Redcliffe, mate. Don't be knocking Redcliffe.
It was a shithole. It was worse than Swindon's ground, and that's saying something. It was a shithole.
Okay, so Brisbane got the ball. It's just set for set at the moment. There's a few different rules. We're back to one referee.
Yeah,
which is not.
Yeah,
which is good. We've got rid of the second referee bullshit.
Yeah, there was second. I was watching a game the other day. The second referee was better looking than was worth watching. She was a female.
Yeah, she's quite. They actually get a run by herself. So it's pretty much set for set.
Yeah, he's got over 100 houses in it, Capio. 100 terraced houses dotted all around. Was it all around Manchester and Liverpool?
So they're saying that this weekend these games will be viewed by over 300 million people globally, because outside of that German league, it's the only top 5 league that's on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what they've done now, when you hold down, it's a repeat set of 6. So Parramatta just got a whole new set of 6, 40 metres out. This is one of the new rules that they brought in.
If you overhold, you don't get a penalty, no.
No, you don't get a penalty anymore. They reset the tackle count.
Fucking hell.
So it's to speed the game up.
Because if you got a penalty, it was reset anyway, wasn't it? But you just got a lot further forward.
Yeah, but then you get a stoppage, whereas it's just a play the ball, game keeps going.
Yeah, but
and they can go for goal and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's taking it away from the attacking side, though, isn't it? Because the bloke used to kick it out. Set. Yeah, but the bloke they would have got another set anyway. But the bloke could kick it out of play 40 yards up the field.
Yeah, but it just keeps what it's doing. Instead of being penalty after penalty, it's going to speed the game up.
Hey up! He's in. There we go. There's the first try of the day.
Like that, I've been mucking around with banners. How organised am I?
That was a walk in the park. That was walk in the park.
That was on the back of, I think, two tackle count resets.
Oh, that was 2 missed tackles. That was shit. Only just by his fingertips, but that was shit. That was 2 bad missed tackles.
So tell me who's for this bet that I don't want to talk about. Who's on Brisbane and who's on Parramatta?
I'm on the Eels.
Oh Jesus! You might have to get your 100.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah, just by his finger. That's what I said. Just by his fingertips, literally. So
if Dom loses this bet, I'll have to pay him the 7,000 baht that I eventually owe him to pay you.
No, because if Dom loses this bet, he has the pick of the next game and he picks the side he wants. So It's just a bit. It's only a bit of fun at the end of the day. I mean, I like to have a dog in most fights. I don't mean it funny, but I like to have a dog in most fights. If I'm watching a game, I like to have a bit of a bet on it. Hey, there's a question for you.
Capio, they've got a biometric and a chemist. They've got expert. They've got the players are still in self-isolation when they're not at training. There's a lot. There's too much to go through, but there's massive restrictions.
Change that score that's going across the bottom there.
Mate, it's already done. All that. I'm all over this.
Still coming up first off.
Wait for it. It doesn't go straight away.
It's still got 0-0. I'm looking. Don't forget I'm watching it on YouTube. Got it now.
Yeah, there's a lag. Yeah, see, Dom's saying AFL aren't allowed to
See you then, Justin. So yeah, I'll give you a bell, Justin, about that. October. We'll have a chat.
Thanks for dropping in, Justin.
See you, mate.
I will do.
Oh, in football, they've just voted now to allow contact in the training camps now for the Premiership and the Division or the Championship. So it's looking like it's going to go
pats
forward.
On the arse and shit because there's no contact in soccer.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I just want this season to finish. I just want it to finish. That's all. Then there can be no argument.
I think it would be a misjustice if Liverpool don't get the Foster Trophy over it.
That's what I mean. That's why I want it finished so they can give they give Liverpool the title. The sides that are supposed to go down, and sides like Leeds who are supposed to come up. That's what I just want it finished.
Yeah.
And the only way to do it is to play it behind closed doors. I don't agree with what the fucking players are overpaid. I don't agree with what's happening with them, but I just think it should be finished.
West Ham aren't going to go down, are they? They're going.
I tell you what, they're close. They are very close. They're borderlining.
This is the ground that West Ham were going to play. I can't remember the other team that they were going to play at this ground in July. There was two of them coming down. West Ham was one. Can't remember the other team was, but we were going to go watch it.
What, you were going to pay money to watch West Ham?
Yeah.
You sad bastard.
I was just going to go watch a bit of Premier League. We don't get to see it over here.
West Ham wouldn't have been in the Premier League by the time you'd gone down there.
Oh, you're nasty. There's someone who I'm gonna record that and send it to on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course I know what you're talking about.
There you go. So Dom's saying A-League's going to start contract training soon.
Contract or contact?
Contact.
You said contract.
Oh. So Parramatta got the ball again deep in Brisbane's half.
It's been all one way at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah. Possession's 82-18. So that's a lot of ball.
A bit like old man. He's got a lot of ball.
Here we go. He does.
Hey up. He's fed it.
No, go
on, Baldy. No, it's dragged him out.
He is the ultimate sex pest, that guy. Blake Ferguson.
He's the ultimate what?
Sex pest. He may have got he didn't go to jail, but he got done for putting his fingers where he shouldn't.
He looks like he's got a mask on. He's an ugly bastard, isn't he? He's uglier than me. I could actually go out on the pool with him and I'd be the better looking one out of two of us. I know, he's uglier than me.
He looks like younger brother.
He actually looks uglier than me, mate.
So we got, I think we've had up to 15 watching, but I think I'm pretty happy. We got 44 subs in pretty short time. I think the more streams we put up and a few promo videos here or there. Yeah, Capio's grub. Absolute grub.
Have you got any Englishmen playing over there?
Canberra, mate. Canberra has about 4 of them.
All right.
James Graham at St. George. There's probably about, there's 2 at there used to be 4 at South. Now there's 1. The Burgesses, they're from Bradford. No, no, it'd probably be just probably close to 10.
Because we get a lot of Aussies and over here and the likes, but you don't seem to get many.
They go there for a pension. Oh,
Yeah.
It's changing. It's Canberra are pretty smart about it because Canberra's a cold place, and a lot of people don't want to go to Canberra, so they their coach is pretty smart. He pretty much got the best of England.
Well, it's like Toronto. They're in the rugby league over here, but Jesus Christ, who'd want to go to Toronto?
Well, they're talking about New York going down the same path as Toronto, and that there could be some sort of, because the owner of Manly now lives in New York most of the year. Manly having an affiliation to this New York team.
What? So Manly are going to start playing their games in New York?
No, might be the New York Sea Eagles or something like that. They were talking about having.
Who would call themselves New York Sea Eagles?
New York, mate. New York.
Fucking hell. Anybody called Sea Eagles wants shooting, let alone New York Sea Eagles. Jesus Christ.
Does anyone else want to come on this? Does anyone? He's not even going to last the first. He's not even going to last the first live stream. Does anyone else want to come on so I can kick this wanker off?
What a shit name. Come on, we'll have a little vote in the chat, right? Who in the right mind? Who seriously thinks Sea Eagles is, or Seahawks? What is it? Seahawks or Sea Eagles?
No, Eagles, mate. You can't even get it right. Hawks.
Sea Eagles. Who in the right mind thinks Sea Eagles is a good, strong rugby league name?
I'm just turning the camera off for a sec. I'll still be here. Give me a second.
Come on. Who in the right mind?
Yeah, Dom, they are privately owned.
Of course they're privately owned. No fucker would buy shares in them, would they? Let's be honest.
They're owned by the Penn family, who they made all their money. Penn family, they had the Australian rights to Weight Watchers. So very rich, probably one of the richest families in Australia. Okay, I'm just going to turn my camera off for about 2 minutes.
All right, mate. You've already turned your green screen off.
I can still hear.
That's all right, bothered if you can. It's privately owned by the Seahawks. The family called Fred and Wilma Seahawks.
You're a team. Where's Niall?
Fucking Seahawks. It sounds too American though, don't it? It's just sounds so American.
It's not Hawks. It's Eagles, you fraggle.
Well, Sea Eagles. Well, that's even fucking worse, isn't it? Do you actually have Sea Eagles in Australia?
Yeah. Have you even seen a seagull?
Seagull? I've seen loads of seagulls.
No, a sea eagle.
You didn't say that. You said you ever seen a seagull.
No, that's a sea eagle. Sea eagle. I got a photo. I've actually got. There's that Muslim island that's near.
Is that a try? Hang on. Is that a try? No.
No, that's right. You know that Muslim island that's near James Bond Island? I got a photo of this massive seagull on my shoulder there.
I don't know, Dom. He probably thought, shit, I've got Dom's short time on this. I'm not scoring a try. It was the pressure of your short time that done him. No, but you've got to admit that Sea Eagles sounds more like a side that an American would come up with than an Aussie. It's sort of like that sort of thing, isn't it? Like Seattle Seahawks and all that.
They're native to the area, mate.
No. I didn't mean that. What I meant was to have a rugby side that's. Capio says, when you say Muslim island, do you mean the boats and floats they live on out on?
Yeah, that's it, Capio. We stopped there. We did the James Bond tour on the speedboat, and that's where we stopped for lunch.
Hey up, shut up. He's good tackle. Good saving tackle by the blonde-haired kid. Hey up. I'll just answer it in a minute. Here we goes.
Quick kick. No, another set of 6.
Oh, Shrek managed to knock it out of touch. I have 2 Collingwood caps jet skiing. I lost 2 Collingwood caps jet skiing in Phuket. That other blonde-haired kid behind him gave up. You watch him here. He didn't, but the other blonde-haired kid gave up.
I think the winger, Blake Ferguson, I think that's the bald guy. I think we're going to call him BT. We're going to call him Pancake Lens.
I'll call him Shrek.
No, we'll call him Pancake Lens.
Call him what you like. Just because I'm taking the piss out of your football team.
I call him a Fraggle.
Yeah. And lost a Melbourne victory cap in Wahin.
So, I wonder how I get this photo up for everyone to see. So it's still 6-0. We're 50 minutes in. Yeah, I tell you, Capio, like James Bond Island, you got to do it on the big boat. We did it the day we did it. It was such a great day. I've told this story before. There was a family of Israelis, about 10 of them, and they were drinking and singing and dancing on the boat. We had such a great time. I didn't like it so much on the speedboat.
I can't remember if I've done James Bond Island. Is it anywhere? No, being serious, is it anywhere near Chicken Island?
I think it is close.
Capio, is it anywhere near Capio? No. Is it anywhere near Chicken Island? Hello, Big Jim. How are you, mate? All right.
G'day, Jim.
Because I've done Chicken Island, because that's where them bastard fish bite you to death when you go for a swim. Little pissing. I think the parrotfish. Not sure. Don't quote me, but little green bastards. And when you first get in, they bite you to death. But it's not. It's just how many of them start attacking you that got me. It weren't the fact they were biting me. It were like little pecks on you, like little. Yeah, that was at Chicken Island. But yeah, if it's near Chicken Island, then I've been. If it's not near Chicken Island, I haven't.
Okay, so it's kind of settled down a bit now. Brisbane. Damn it.
Yeah. Seems to be a pretty. There's only one bloke on there with a skull cap on, though, isn't there?
With the headgear?
Yeah, skull cap, they're called.
So this is a Fijian Mikasivo. For an intercept.
It's the opposite side of the bay, so it wouldn't be on the same trip. Oh, okay then, Capio. Well, I haven't been then. We did a 4-island tour, so if it was the one I went the one I remember one we went to had there was one beach and then there was another beach, but you had to walk through water to get to the second beach, and it had a rope running across it so you could pull yourself across if the tide come in. But that was the second beach. That was one of the beaches. Then there was Chicken Island, and then everybody ends up at I always say it wrong, Railway Beach or whatever it's called. Everybody ends up there where all the food was.
The voice of reason is about to join us. You ready? Get some intellect. Good evening, sir. How's the form?
I love it, no. I love it. I've just read your banner. I love it.
What is it? The fuck where?
No, it says the fuck.
Okay, taking it.
Yeah. No, I can't hear you. I don't know whether it's just me, but I can't hear you. No, still can't hear you, mate.
Check your mic, bro. Yeah. Can't hear.
No audio from you, mate. Hey, up. They've
Brisbane
just scored.
scored. Try Brisbane.
They'll miss the kick, though. It's too far in the corner. No, still can't hear you, Noel. No.
It'd be funny if he's just moving his lips just to G us up.
Yeah, if he's just winding us up by moving his lips. Fuck it. Switch your mic on, mate.
He looks bemused.
He does, doesn't he? He looks like a shit if I switch my mic on. Hey, up, we've got him. Yeah, now you switch your pissing mic on.
It usually just comes on automatically. Don't know what that's all about.
How are you, mate?
All good, all good.
Mate,
right.
You've missed it. He's been giving me heaps.
Nice to see. Nice to see the star. Anyway, yeah. No, nice to see the star.
You mean the well-earned and deserved star?
Yeah. I won't take that away from you. This season, you deserve that star. I won't take
season
that away.
Too. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. We should have 6 stars. How's it going, Big Jim? How's it going, Capio? How's it going, Don B? Everyone?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they did cheat to beat you. I won't take that away from you. Right, now you're here. I'm going to jump off for 5 minutes, so I'm going to shut mine down for a minute. All right, I have got a couple of things I've got to do first.
All right, fair enough.
I'll be back. Don't worry.
All right.
Are you good for stream, Niall?
Yeah. Work away. You want to get a coffee or a drink or something?
No. I mean, have you got the game on the stream or anything?
Oh, I don't. No. I need to. I actually only got a text there today from the NRL saying, like, if the league is coming back, but I haven't re-subscribed yet though.
Okay, they've got the kicks at 6-all. Okay, well, when we get off, I will send you the KO details. So if you've got a VPN that works, knock yourself out.
Who'd you say it was again? The Eels versus the Broncos, was it versus Power. Okay.
There you go. So it's 6-all.
Okay.
So no, just let me know, and I'll send it to you.
Sure. Who else is joining us?
Yeah, we've had a few people. So Dom's been there from the get-go. Capio's here.
Oh, I thought there was someone else coming on there.
No. That's just BT. I think he just kind of turned himself off in the background. But yeah.
Fair enough.
But they reckon, I was saying before you came on, mate, they reckon over 3 million people globally are going to watch this round of rugby league just because it's outside of that German league. It's the only thing on, yeah.
Yep, the world is starved for sports at the moment. It's like, we were saturated with it, and now all of a sudden, am I frozen or is that you?
I think it might be you. I'm good. Just checking.
Okay.
I've lost my tabs, but that's all right.
Okay. Well, like, there's nothing moving on my. Like, am I still moving, or am I frozen on your side as well?
You're frozen.
Shit. Okay. I'll log out and log back in.
Yeah, you're right, bud.
All right. Why is nothing looking here now?
So what we'll do, guys, for people watching, is that probably what used to happen when we did these streams, we got more viewers after the football. So I guess we'll probably stay on for maybe an hour afterwards and just have a chat. That's where we open up to anything. So, that's what generally it came in to the Thailand stuff or anything like that. But it's open to anything but drama. So looking at 6-all, we're halfway point of the first half. Parramatta kicked off the scoring about 5 minutes in, and Brisbane scored just in the last few minutes. So we're all locked up. And Niall's back. That's better.
All right, cool.
You're back.
My green screen is gone. Shit.
Well, that's it, Capio. You're going to be probably one in a couple of million that's going to do that this weekend, mate. Capio's just saying you wouldn't normally watch rugby league. What do you think, Noel? You're a rugby union man. Do you find that, like, I watch a little bit of rugby. I find rugby can be a bit stop-start. What's your perception watching league after being a Union supporter?
Much of the muchness. If I'm honest, I find that the quality is a little bit better in Union. Like the stuff like the kicking, like the goal kicking and penalty kicking. Like the standard in league is nowhere near what Union is. The pace is faster though. I'll say that. Like the pace in. So I'm just trying to get my green screen back here.
So would it be fair to say that from an attack point of view and kicking, I think defensively rugby league would be the better game. They've got to do a lot more defence.
I'm not sure I agree with that either. Like I'm finding that the league, they're a lot better at finding the holes in the defence than they are in Union. But I think that could also be down to just the style of play. Like it seems to be a lot faster in league. Like like you see crazy tries. Like you don't really see it's not as eccentric or flamboyant in Union. Like you see some good tries. Like but you see a lot more in league than you do in Union. But it's because Union is it's a much slower pace.
And they're generally you've got the play the ball, and you've got the attacking teams generally 5 meters behind the play the ball, and then you've got the defence. So they're further apart. They're probably about 15 meters apart. Whereas, what are they in rugby? Probably about 6 meters apart.
The posts?
No, the two sides. The two sides. How far are they going to stand back from a ruck and maul?
I'm not really sure.
It's about 3 meters.
Yeah, before they go in for a scrum, like.
Yeah. No, it's a ruck, isn't it? When they get tackled.
Yeah.
A ruck, when they get tackled and they pile on, that's a ruck, isn't it? Or a maul.
Yeah.
A maul's where they do
a maul. No, a maul is it's like a standing up type of ruck. Like basically, the maul is when you do a line out and you throw it down the middle, and then a maul is formed when they're all in on top of each other. A ruck, as far as I know, a ruck is just any tackle that's more than 2 people. Like it's like basically, you grab hold of your teammate and you're trying to push him forward, and then it takes at least 2, but better 3 or 4 people on the opposing side to stop you, because you got the momentum.
So the player's not involved in that. They've got to stay. It looks like 3 meters. They've got to stand back from the ruck. I guess in the day they're a lot closer together than what they are in league.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, and then with kicking, I think when you've got 3 points for a field goal and 3 points for a penalty, I think there's more incentive for kicking to be, like a field goal. I think one.
But aside from league versus Union, I actually prefer club level rugby to national level rugby, or international, I should say. Like I would prefer to watch Leinster versus Toulon rather than watching Ireland playing France. You know what I mean? I think the international games, they can tend to be a bit, they tend to be a bit boring. I find like the international games. What I don't like about them, your national manager is picking the sides from the best provinces, and particularly with Ireland, the last Irish coach, head coach, was previously the Leinster head coach, so he was picking a lot of Leinster players, and I would normally be okay with that, but he did miss quite a good few. Some good players from Munster and Ulster, that weren't getting a fair shot.
Yeah. But they reckon, even the playing style, Northern Hemisphere to Southern in rugby is different. That you're very...
Yeah, just I was shocked when England beat the All Blacks in the World Cup. I was like, holy shit! I didn't see anyone beating the All Blacks in a serious tournament for a long time. They just seemed to be in a different dimension to everyone else. Whatever it is that they're playing, no other team was playing that same sport.
I'm just going to answer Dom. Dom's just asked if there's another Hopewadi playing. There's quite a few of them, mate. They've got John Hopewadi's got 12 kids. There's Jamil Hopewadi playing for Brisbane. Will plays for Canterbury. And then in Manly's lower grades, there's Albert. And that's only and there's still others coming up. So, yeah, Hopewadi, even the people that don't know rugby league, is pretty famous. When he left Manly and went to the West Tigers, he copped a 14-month suspension for digitally penetrating other players.
Digitally?
Yes.
How do you? Oh, you mean with your digits,
Yes. Finger. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the video.
As in eye gouging, or something else are we talking about?
Finger. Okay, in the simplest term, finger in the bum.
Yeesh.
You got 4, I think. Yeah. So we're going here. Video ref for a Parramatta try, and it is a very good try. So that makes it 10-6. That was pretty decent, that one. So it'll be a kick from the corner. And then I'm going to duck off for a second to grab another drink.
Cabby said, my school was a rugby union school and my teachers always berated me for kicking too much. So I take it you were the fly half then, right? Were you the guy at the end of the ruck when the ball came loose and you'd basically kick it all the way up to the other end of the field? That kind of, I get them. That kind of pisses me off as well, because you're you might have fought like a fucking bastard to get the ball back, to get possession back to your team, and then immediately your fly half kicks it up the field and gives possession away again. I'm like, what the fuck? That always annoyed me. But it's it's necessary though, especially if the other side are in your 22. You need to get the ball away. It's just that simple. You want to get it back into their half, even if you're giving away possession to do it. It's still annoying though. That was an easy one too, right? Yeah. Actually, shame I can't see the game. Oh, well, maybe the next one. I wasn't that fussed, if I'm honest. I don't support Parramatta. I don't support the Broncos, so it didn't bother me not being able to see this game. And there is a whisper. Sure. There is a whisper that the bars will be open here on Monday. If that's true, hopefully the sports bars will be open. I'll be able to go watch these games in the Retox bar, or maybe go to watch them in what's it called? What's your place called again? It's gone out of my head, but there's a few sports bars around here that are good for watching rugby. Rovers. Actually, the Rovers is great at the moment for retro, vintage boxing matches, if that's your thing. I kind of do like I like seeing the really old, shocking fights. What was it? It was playing one there recently where the guy, after the fight, the guy that lost was so frustrated, he walked over to the guy and that won, and he just clocked him while he wasn't wearing gloves or anything, and he was carried off in handcuffs afterwards. But that was probably one of the cheapest shots in boxing, I would imagine, boxing history. Stuff like that is always interesting to watch, though. And let's see if I can find out who that was. Shot. Boxing match. That's the one there. I don't know who it is, though. I don't know. I don't want to watch the video. James Butler, that's the one. Fast winger, good stuff. 6'12" to Para. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of James Butler. He's the boxer that just clocked the other guy, like the guy that beat him in a fair boxing match. And what else? I watched this documentary recently about it was a boxer that took the padding out of his gloves and he beat this other guy. The other guy's name was Billy Gunn or something like that. But he died shortly after the boxing match. Like he was told, like after the boxing match, he was in such a fucking poor state that he could barely see. Like his eyes were fucked. So he had to retire. He was 21 or 22 years of age or something like that. So never had his day after that. He was, going to be the next big thing in boxing. Let's see if I'm talking with the right guy. Could be going boxer. No, I'm talking about a different guy. Where am I? Okay. Bobby Gunn. Is it Bobby Gunn? You know what? I'll look at that another time. I'm being rude. Billy Collins, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, Billy Collins and Luis Resto. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it was a great documentary, but fucking hell, that was tragic. Like what it pissed me off was the Luis Resto. Like in the documentary, it's years later. It's like 20 years later or something like that. His coach was banned for life. Had a boxing ban for life, and he still works in boxing now, but he's not allowed to actually be in anyone's corner ever again. He died a year after the fight. Yeah, that's true. But the guy Luis Resto, he actually went to prison, and he got out, and like right up until pretty much the end of the documentary, which is again like 20 years later, he's still like, oh, I didn't know about it, and I didn't know there was a problem with the gloves and all this kind of shit, and then he just kind of comes clean at the end of the documentary and says, yeah, I knew, like, I just really wanted to win.
Okay, so I heard you say there that the pubs might be open on Monday. That's exciting.
Well, I don't like. You see, that's the thing. It depends on who you believe. The papers are saying no. The pubs and the bars won't be opening until the end of June, and everyone else that I'm talking to, like everyone around Patty, is saying no. They're opening next week. They're going to open the 1st of June. And I'm like, okay, well, who do you believe? The people that are saying they're going to open the 1st of June, they're all saying everyone's so fucking pissed off because no one's making any money. Like, and it's not just us, the bar owners. It's, the girls aren't making any money. The wait staff aren't making any money. Like, the whole economy of Pattaya revolves around the bars.
Wow.
Like, that's just the way it is.
And what about, are there enough expats in Thailand that when Pattaya opens back up that the bars will, they're not going to be busy, but have enough patronage to at least get some money in the door? Because obviously when you think Pattaya, when you think Patong, the adult entertainment area of BKK, you think expats, or tourists. They ain't going to be tourists for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
So I'm just reading.
You're right.
I'm just reading comments here. Like, I've seen that as well. Like the documentary, we just talk about boxing at the moment. Like, I seen like the boxer that got done. They took the padding out of the boxing. They also they did something with his plaster. Before they plaster up his hands, they actually wrapped the wrapping in plaster cast and then put it around his hands. So he was basically like,
wow.
It's like, basically attaching bricks to his hands and just sending him into a boxing, your man, the guy he was fighting, I forgot. Billy Collins, yeah. Billy Collins was looking really good for the first couple of rounds, the first 2-3 rounds. It's only when the other guy started connecting with his punches, he was going, fuck me, he hits like a fucking train, That's the dangerous thing about boxing. You have no idea what it's like until you're actually in the ring, how the guy hits,
It'd have to be, going into the ring would have to be probably one of the most daunting things you could do.
It depends. Like some people love it. I did. There's an amateur boxing club in the town that I was living for the last couple of years before I came out to Thailand, and they just look. The guys that are members there, they can't wait for the next fight. You know what I mean? They don't fight that often. Like there's probably a fight every couple of months or something like that. But they all look forward to it. They're like, God, there's nothing like going in and having a good dust up. It's just, I think you just have to be that kind of, you have to be of a certain kind of ilk, the real, I don't know, the fearless kind of guy, I suppose,
Well, absolutely, and especially as you get bigger and at a higher level. Imagine stepping in the ring at his prime with Mike Tyson. He's had no fear.
Well, Lennox Lewis did an interview with Joe Rogan not too long ago, and he was talking about when Mike Tyson went to prison. And he was saying, I really wanted to fight Mike Tyson before he went to prison. He was like, he actually said, I actually put retirement off. He's like, I was ready to retire a couple of years into that. He's like, I put it off. I'm like, no, I'm going to stay, I'm going to keep fighting, keep being, basically stay professional until Tyson gets gets back to some kind of a, decent level. And then I'll fight him,
No.
But his biggest regret was not fighting before he went to prison.
He was never the same afterwards. So we've got 2 minutes to go till half time. It's 12-6. Brisbane have got the ball. They're on about the halfway in the third tackle. So they get to the back into 6. They could get a chance. There's a few rule changes now that they've brought in. We've reverted back to one referee. And when they're holding down in the play of the ball, instead of being a penalty now, it's the count restarts, so they go back to tackle 1, just to speed the game up a little bit.
All right.
So definitely, Parramatta scored their first try off a tackle recount, like a reset, and Brisbane have just had the same thing. So they've got a whole new 20 metres out, they've got a whole new set of 6. So it's been something that's been a blight on the game, the holding down and slowing down to play the ball just to give a penalty. Or now the game just goes on. They just keep the tackle count restarts. With 3 tackles in, Brisbane are 5 out. They're a metre out now, so they could possibly score here and level up just before half time. They're good enough. Little kick through, and they've.
Do you know what sport you need to have big balls to participate in? The Isle of Man TT. Those guys are, they're on motorbikes, right? But they're going 200 miles an hour just down regular, rural roads. Basically, you're forever just a bad break turn away from, going head first into someone's fucking doorway,
Yeah.
Because it's all just people come out and watch it. I'm like, the spectators have balls as well, because there's no barrier between them and the motorcyclists.
Yeah.
You see it happen all the time. Someone will fucking lose, control of the bike. They'll go flying off. Someone dies nearly every fucking year. They'll go flying off the bike and straight into a house or something like that, and the bike could easily end up, taking out 2 or 3 people as spectators on the side of the road.
Yeah, See, I'm not a big boxing fan. I watch a bit of UFC, but Muay Thai I just find that's a lot more authentic. You know,
there is Muay Thai fighters in MMA. Like the last guy that fought Conor McGregor was a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah.
Donald Cerrone, like he actually practiced in Thailand. Like a lot of Muay Thai fighters do actually fight in the MMA. Authentic, like, you know, what's authentic? Like, you know, mixed martial arts hasn't been around that long. It's only been around about 20 years. Like, you know, it's 20, maybe 30 years. So, like, you know, it's when you say it's not really authentic, I'm like, well, it's a mix of a bunch of different things. Like, it's judo, it's Muay Thai, it's boxing.
It pretty much is anything goes. You can kick, you can do that, you can wrestle. Capio
makes
a good point, but...
Agreed, but at least the actual racers have the skills and the best bikes. Is the amateurs who rock up and do the same thing that worry me.
But up further in the chat, he's talking about cricketers when bowlers who can't bat and they have to face, you know, dangerous quick bowling. And it's like we saw it happen in Australia about 5 years ago. Philip Hughes, who was a batsman, he actually died. He copped a hit in the back of the head and died. And he was going to be announced back in the Australian team, and that afternoon, and that happened. So, but there's an example of protective equipment. Actually, when you talk about technique, you go back 30 years when they didn't play with helmets. There was only one way to protect themselves, and that was technique. So, you know, with helmets and all the protective equipment, it comes a false, like not a false sense of security, but a sense of security that, you know, you go back 30 years ago, they didn't have.
Sure. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about cricket. So
yeah, I know you don't like cricket, but
well, it's not that not about not liking it. I just don't know anything at all about it. I'm going to log off for a second and log back on. I'm just going to see if I can fix this green screen.
Yeah, mate, you're good. I just turned mine off because it was just how you doing. So Capio saying used to be a quickish bowler, just at local level. Honestly, the number of times you hit someone was incredible. Well, yeah, they've changed it a bit now with the helmets have now got the little back parts here, so you can't get underneath. Well, I don't have a beer. Look how red I go after one beer. What's that about? Come back. You just want to see my big melon? There he is. The man's back.
What up? Yeah.
There you go.
Sorts out that problem, isn't it?
It is.
Good stuff.
Give me a sec. I'm going to get rid of these. It's starting to get a bit... It sounds really bad when you've got an earring and you have these over these on. It really hurts your ears. Settle down, ball bag.
Wouldn't know. I've never had an earring.
Okay, now if I change that.
Had a cock ring, but never had an earring.
Settle down. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Can you say something for a minute?
Sure. What would you like me to say?
I can hear. Perfect. Yeah, my ear's a bit sore. So you're telling the world you got a Prince Albert, mate? That's what you're saying.
No. The cock ring is the one that you wear around your dick when you don't want to get, when you don't want to go limp.
Okay, now I'm with you. You're a clown.
What?
So you know that BT and Dom have got a bet on this game. And let me just say, I'll be polite. It's $1,000, 1,000 baht in Pattaya. So you should be able to work out what they're betting on.
Nope. No idea. Are they betting on a short time? That's all you're getting Pattaya for 1,000 baht.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're betting on, short time.
Sorry, did you say BT?
Yeah, BT. I think it's a bit naughty. I think he's talking shit. I think you get in trouble.
I didn't think BT was, on the look.
That's it. I think he's just going the money because I think he'd get in trouble with having short time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends. You know, you can bring her back. You don't have to do the nasty. You can always do other stuff.
Just talk.
Yeah.
Talk. Have coffee.
That's what I do. That's what I do at the moment. I go out onto, I go to patio. I find a nice looking girl that I like and say, "I'll give you $1,000 to come back to my hotel room and listen to me play guitar." She's like, honestly,
just 2,000.
No, she's like, "Fuck that! I want $5,000 for that kind of shit."
Rough. You bumped into any vloggers there yet lately, or I know you bumped into one at one point.
Nick Dean, I've met a few times now. The guy Right for Kicks, I've met.
He's an interesting guy.
Right for Kicks, yeah, he's a lovely guy. Very nice chap. I've met a few guys in Bangkok, but in Pattaya, not too much.
You haven't bumped into Ben?
No. I don't know where he's hanging out, but we don't seem to hang out in the same places. Where should be?
And Capiago just sort of met Tom.
Yeah. Very briefly. That was really weird. I think that Tom thinks that I'm, boozing buddies with Mike, and I'm like, I'm not boozing buddies with Mike. I don't hate him, like lots of people hate him. I'm like, I don't hate the guy, but I wouldn't say we're tight or anything, like, Yeah. So I think maybe he was like, well, if you're mates with that cunt, I don't want to know you or something, like, So maybe it was more that kind of thing. I have no idea. Maybe he just didn't know who I was. Maybe that was good, like, but that. You see, that's the strange thing with that is that, like, I met Tom before, like at a Big Fat Besties party in what's it called, in the Hacienda. Yeah. And so I'm like, I didn't meet you there, like, very briefly. Again, I only just said hello to him, but like, to be fair, he's true. It's true what he says, like, like the way things are at the moment with the wearing a mask, and it was hot as balls. So I had my hat on, so I had my hat, sunglasses, and a face mask on. So he probably didn't know who I was, like, maybe it was just that, like,
Yeah. I think he'd be pretty keen for the bars open up. He's got his streams on the he calls it the balcony bar. But
well, I think everyone is, like, everyone's just sick of it now, like, I actually think it's kind of interesting right now. I think, it's really interesting to see what Pattaya is like when nothing's open. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like when they open a few bars, but not all of them. Like, the way it's going to work is they're going to open the open fronted bars first. So, the bars that don't have, like, a front door or front window or something like that, it's just like an open fronted bar, like I said. They're going to open first, and then they'll open the other ones later. So the go-go bars and the the high-end bars, all of them will still be closed while the other ones are open. I think that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what's weird at the moment here? The open, like, the bars that are really open, the Archon Easy Bar, for example, someone sits there every day, all day, every day, just making sure no one steals the seats or steals the pool cues or the liquor or whatever, like, Like, I'm friends with she's the manager, so it's not like she's not just a regular chick. Like, the manager of the bar, the Easy Archon bar, her name is Toy, and I was talking to her yesterday. I just went up and I was like, Toy, what are you, how come you're not open? And she's like, oh, well, we can't sell alcohol. I was like, yeah, but it's a restaurant as well. Why don't you open a restaurant? She's like, oh, if we can't sell beer, we just think there's no point in opening. I'm like, well, then why are you even here? Like, why come to work? She's like, oh, someone needs to sit here and make sure no one steals anything because we don't have shutters. We don't have doors to lock. The place is completely open. I'm like, this
where's
is nothing
that?
to do.
Oh, where's it? What's it on?
It's on Soy Bacau.
Yeah.
It's just opposite. Like, it's kind of like, it's just on the way Soy Bacau goes. It swings around the corner, and just in the kind of middle of it, at the corner, there's essentially three bars that are all called the Archon, Easy Archon Bar. And they're all open fronted bars. So like someone is sitting in them, just making sure that no one steals at them. This must be when I was talking to her, I was like, how long do you have to stay here? She's like, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Like 12 hours a day. I'm like, how many days a week do you work? She's like, every day, 7 days a week. Like 84 hours a week, you're just sitting in this place doing nothing.
And mobile, get it working over?
Well, she's got a mobile. She's like, I just sit here and watch YouTube and, play games and all that kind of stuff, read a newspaper, shit like that, but it must be the most mind-numbingly boring job in the world. When I went over... How's it going, Manuel? When I went over just to say hello to her, she just looked like, she's like, oh my God, someone to talk to,
Yeah. You'd be thinking the Billabong would be the same.
I didn't see anyone. I seen people in Bullabong at night, but I don't know if they were working or not. But yeah, like the only two bars that are open in LK Metro is the iRovers and Kilkenny. Everywhere else is shut.
They're doing a lot of stuff on Facebook, that Kilkenny bar. There's a couple of potato groups, and they're just hammering the advertising for their meals.
Well, like I said, the only two places that are open down there at the moment. I haven't actually tried the food in Kilkenny bar. I'll have to give it a try sometime. Like, the thing about Pattaya is there's not a lot of healthy food in Pattaya. Like, it's nearly all carvery and fried breakfast and all this kind of stuff, like pancakes, all that kind of shit. Like, there's only I think I've only found like 2 or 3 places that you can go for a healthy bite to eat, and they're pretty expensive as well.
Well, we're hoping that they're going to speed things up and we might have our pubs open soon. They're allowed to open, but they're only allowed 10 people in, so a lot of places haven't bothered.
Yeah. I'm just reading some comments here. I haven't read in a while. Okay. Yeah, I fucked up my leg as well, so I don't really exercise as much as I should. I've been swimming a lot lately, though. So swimming is good because you don't, you use a lot of muscles to swim, but you don't put any impact on your joints. So it's good from that point of view.
So I'm putting everything together for probably February at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the goal.
Yeah, I'll be way back by then. At least I better be. Like, fucking hell.
But that'd probably mean February to August.
Mm-hmm.
So, which would be good. It'll probably be half of high season and half of low season, really.
Sure.
But okay, so they've just come back on. Just give me a second. Beans, do you have ladies
of the visit you and us? I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah,
by
what does
that
mean, old man? Do I have Thai ladies that come visit in Australia?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what he means. But who knows?
But it's a thing.
I think he's asking, are you a player?
Ladies of the night, no. And that's the thing, I don't do, and it's hard. When you're a single guy, people don't believe you, but I don't do that sort of thing. I generally go over there, when I get my visits to Pattaya are 2 or 3 days, I go get on the piss, and it is cheaper. It's cheaper than Patong, for a beer and a night out. I just go, I don't know. I'm probably an 18-year-old trapped in a 44-year-old body. I go over there just for the cheap booze and to get messy. But if I'm going there for 6 months, that won't be the case. Like I'll be doing, I don't know. I'll base myself in time. I don't know if I'm going to go down what you did, the condo path, or whether I'll go Airbnb. And yeah, I just read that Vietnam have got new visas on arrival now. Electronic visas on arrival.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. It costs $20 US. But anyway, back to the football. They're back on. Brisbane have got the ball. They've just completed the first set. Big kick. Parramatta are going to start from their 10-metre line. 12-6.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd be thinking.
There.
I did say at the start I thought Parramatta would win, and I actually didn't. I lie. I said Brisbane could win. I think Dom would be a bit nervous. He's going to be. What Dom and I were talking about is I've got to. If he loses that bet, I'm going to have to pay him the 7,000 baht I allegedly owe him for him to pay his bet.
Second.
Come on. You know all about egg chasing. You get the pills out, old man. Okay, Barry, I'm just going to fix a couple things.
Much better.
Nice. So I'm going to fix a couple things up.
I sent a package to Brian B there yesterday. He asked, remember I did the Dorian masks?
Yeah, you sent him one?
Yeah, he said, like, you send me a few and I'll pay you back. And I was like, I don't worry about paying me back. But there was 2 different types, so I just got both of them and sent them on to him. But it's just when I was writing out the envelope that I was realizing, fuck, you know what? I don't know Brian B's actual name. He sent me his address. I wrote Brian B, the blue pussy.
Yes. That's brilliant.
Uh-huh. So he'll be getting a parcel in the post soon saying, Brian B, the blue pussy.
Oh, he'll like that.
Yep. Fun times.
It's like when you said before when someone got deleted and you said it wasn't you. I turned on to BT and I said, yeah, it was Brian B. I'm sure we'll get a laugh out of that.
Yep.
Now, what we're doing, Parramatta have just gone in. That was easy as you like. So it's 16-6. I just said to him, if anyone comes on and starts being a dickhead, we just don't read out their comments. Just delete it and just don't acknowledge it. They'll soon go away.
Yep. It's always funny when they act so butthurt. Oh, what did you delete my comment for? Like, yeah. Why would I delete your comment? Like, you know?
Like we're talking a bit about Thailand, that's all right. And if someone mentions something, it's good. But, this is about staying away from the drama. And it's a total, and I guess over time as the channel grows, we'll get some people that aren't from the Thai genre. It's a total different channel, and it's not going to be a place where all that other stuff. There's plenty of other channels if you want to talk about the drama.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, not engaged. We're just going to delete. Easy. Which I can't do at the moment because I haven't got my YouTube open. I'm only looking at it in StreamYards. So,
eating contests. Okay.
When you're doing you've done a couple of live streams on your phone, haven't you?
My phone, no, not well. Like being a guest,
streams, haven't you? You've joined, you've been a guest.
Yeah, you can't stream on your phone unless you have 1,000 subs, which is it's a bullshit room. But you can live stream on Twitch with your phone. So, like, I'm like, I should probably look into that more.
You can do it, but you don't really want to be talking about it because it's I think you can get done for circumventing. You can do it on Streamlabs.
Yeah.
And you can.
Well, no, like you're not circumventing because if you're doing it on Twitch, then you're not using YouTube at all.
Yeah, but with Streamlabs, you can do. I did actually no, I didn't say that. I did test it, and you can if you've got like 200 subs, Streamlabs you can do on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't need to. I I was going to use it when I was in Thailand. I was going to go do some, go down to Sukhumvit and grab a coffee and just have it there and be talking. But
yeah, that was kind of my intention as well. I wanted to get to the 1,000 subs just so I could do that, and
yeah.
So I'm just gonna charge my laptop on here. Yeah, I wanted to get 1,000 subs just so I could stream on my phone. It'd be great to just walk down Cyberco at night and show people what it's like. But well, two things. First of all, ever since I got this fucking second-hand iPhone, it's just shocking. Like the camera that points at me is fine, but the one that points out is really bad. It's really grainy.
Yeah.
So it's actually so bad that you can't even scan in. You need to use You need to use the scanner on your Line app when you go into a mall now, and sometimes the camera won't actually scan for me.
Jesus. But didn't you say you were going to get the SE? Well, I know it probably won't be called the SE, but the version that they're doing that's pretty much an iPhone 11 in the body of an iPhone 8.
Yeah, I read about that, and I was like, it actually seems like a great idea. I'm like, you should be doing more of that. Basically, who gives a shit about the body of the phone? Everyone's just after the new processor, so, I'm like, I'd be all on for just getting, I don't see the difference between the body of an iPhone 8 and the body of an iPhone 10 or 11. The only difference I see is the camera.
Yeah. It's taken a bit of getting used to not having a home button, because I got the Pro Max. It took me a bit of a while to get. I'm always taking screenshots by accident when you're trying to look, because if you hold them together, screenshots a side button and a side button together. So you press the button just to see whether it's on.
Catch you later, Capio. Catch you later. I think Pancake is even as well.
Yeah, they were bagging cricketers, so it was a good time. Australian cricketers, so it was a good time those lads went. Yeah, so it's 16-6.
Yep.
Give me a sec. I'll take the camera back and I'll show you my new toy arrived from China today. It only took them 3 weeks. Haven't even opened it. I've never done an unpackaging video. I think I'm going to do one. So yeah, they've got this. I'll get it a bit closer.
Oh, you got the Osmo, is it?
Well, no, it's a Fuitech Pocket. So Fuitech make they're really starting to rival DJI for gimbals, and I've got their actual camera gimbal for my camera. But this is just perfect. If you're going to have a night out or something like that, you're going to be out and about when you're on holiday, and you don't want to carry your camera. It's perfect.
Do you not need to have your phone with you though?
Yeah, I just find my phone's a bit. And I've got the setup for my phone. I just find the phone's clunky to use.
Yeah, but you need to have the phone with that though, don't you? Do you know?
No, not at all. No, it's got a little remote. It's got a viewfinder, remote control. You can use it with your phone, but yeah, you don't need to.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
I thought you needed to plug the phone in.
I'll give it a bit of a run on the weekend. I'm going to set it up. I might do an unboxing and see what you get with it. The gimbal that they've got is really good.
Cool.
But so we've got about 30 minutes to go. Brisbane are going to have to get a bit of a hurry on. It's actually been a pretty decent game. It's been pretty quick, which is what they were trying to achieve.
Sure.
Definitely better with one referee.
So I take it that there's no audience, there's no crowd.
Nah.
All right.
So, but they're talking about. I'm not, obviously, because I'm on here, I'm not really noticing it. But the second round was the same. Normally, like I'd have the sound up, and the collisions were you could hear the collisions. But
well, I'm sure you probably hear a lot more the players talking to each other now. Like Yep. They're not being drowned out by a noisy audience. So
I'm just going to turn it up. I actually think
I imagine you'll hear a lot more cursing in sports now. Like you'll hear them going, for fuck's sake, Johnny.
I think they've added sound effects. It's like they've got background sound, whether it's sound, crowd sound effects or something, because it's not as quiet as what the other games were. That's crazy. Fox are using sound effects. So it sounds like there's a crowd there. So, interesting.
So funny. On my last live stream, the last live stream went on for over 7 hours.
Yeah.
I fell asleep twice during it.
Oh, you did it jogging.
Yeah. But never for too long. I'd be like, and then someone would just, I'd have the headphones on. Someone would be like, no. And I'd be like, what? What?
Well, before that incident happened last year, and I was doing regular live streams of the sport and that, there was a night where I was on the couch and I muted the camera. I turned the camera off, had muted it. I got a text message, woke me up. It's like you snoring on stream. I'm like, oh, am I?
I still, yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I did it when I was doing one of the whiskey reviews. I fell asleep, but I finished the stream and I thought that I had switched the stream off, but I didn't. It just kept going. So it was just black, nothing for 8 hours.
Oh, man.
I have no idea how Jorgen does it for he did a stream once for 15 hours. I was like, how the fuck do you stay on for 15 hours?
There was one stream that he did, and he woke up in front of the camera. That was funny. I was clicking back on every half an hour, see what he was doing, and he's sleeping. And then you see him wake up, and he just, next thing you know, the stream's over.
But you see, it's just another day to him. He's just, the stream that I did for 7.5 hours, then he went on and did another 6, and he was on my stream from the very start. So he did 7.5 hours on my stream, and then 6 hours on his own stream. I'm like, you're a machine, man. You're a machine. How the hell do you do that?
Well, Tom's done a few. Tom's done a few where you wake up and it's like, I'll wake up sometimes because of the time difference, the 3-hour time difference, and Tom will be on. So I might wake up at 6 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock over there. And I remember one Sunday morning, and he ended up going all the way through to about 10 o'clock my time. So he went through to about 7 o'clock your time over there. But yeah, a few of them do the long ones. He's not real fussed on StreamYards, but he's had a few. He's done a few. I guess he was one of the first to get done by the ball bag and some of the other stuff. What do you think? I actually reckon with StreamYards, 3 or 4 is a perfect number. I think anymore it's too hard.
3 or 4 hours, or 3 or 4
people.
3 or 4 people. It depends. If it's 2 or 3 people that are on with you that are chatty and they're, you can bounce off them, then that's all you need. Yeah. But sometimes you get people that just won't fucking talk. Sometimes you get people that are just not in the mood for talking when they're on, and that annoys the shit out of me, because I'm like, why don't you just drop off? If you're on, you're not letting someone else go on then who might actually be adding to the conversation,
Very good point. Okay, so we've got about 25 to go. Brisbane are working away. It'd be interesting to see a night once the football's over. Remember last time we used to do that? Football would be over and then everyone would come on.
That's it. I don't think people are fussed about the sports. They just want the the banter. They want the chit chat. They want to come on and say hello. And
I think we'll get I'm hoping that we'll get a whole different group of people on this, and it will change.
Yeah, like if you're looking to get people that are interested in the sports, I think you have to branch out from Thailand completely. Like because I don't know, like the people that come to Thailand, they just don't seem to be that bothered about sports.
No. Well, that was the idea about doing this on a different channel. We can.
You see, the other side of it as well is that people think that you're going to air the game.
Yeah.
Like there'd be a few times when I'd come on, I'd be like, it's Leinster versus someone else, and I'd get someone commenting in a thing saying, "Do you have the match? Are you going to be playing the match?" I'd be like, "No, it's just commentary," and they'd get really angry. They'd be like, "Fuck you," all this kind of shit, Well,
that's why I'm calling it a chat stream. So we're chatting rather than a live stream.
But even then, they're like, "What are you chatting about?" If you're not playing the match, then what are you talking about? So you're like, "Well, I'm watching the match and we're talking about it in real time," and that just seems to blow their minds. They're like, "Why wouldn't you just play the match?" And you're like, "Because I don't want to get a strike on YouTube."
Yeah.
Well,
that happened to Steph. He played that Manchester United game.
That's an interesting thing, though, isn't it? Like, it just seems to me that there's certain people in our little community that people really, really have it out for. And the moment they put a single toe out of step, they get done, for any small little minor infraction, who the fuck cares if you're having a smoke in the cigarette in the bathroom, but people were like, "Oh, I'm going to do you for that," So silly. So
see, big Jim's here for the chit chat. Well, sorry, Jim, I've got no fucking wheels to spin, mate. But yeah,
we could play a game of spin the ball.
I had one of my really good live streams. It was actually the one where I had ball. Gotta stop calling him that. Old man was on that Andy fella. I had all these people on. It was a cracking night. And it was in a time where there were some people that I guess I wasn't getting on with. He got flagged because I played a Police song, because I was making fun of self-isolation.
Mm-hmm.
That song? I'm sure it's Police. Don't get so close to me.
Mm-hmm. Don't stand so.
Yeah, I played that at the start of the stream just as shits and giggles, and my stream got flagged for copyright.
I've been flagged once over something minor. Like I got flagged over basically saying I'm not going to do a stream, but I mentioned that Kev had passed away.
Yeah.
In the video, it was a 40-second video saying that I'm cancelling the live stream tonight for whatever reason, and I mentioned that Kev had passed away or something like that. So I don't know if it was something to do with that, but I can't imagine what else it might have been. Like I said, it was 40 seconds. It was a black screen. There was nothing on it. It was just text and a bit of free, like royalty-free music.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Some good royalty-free music around. I signed up to, I think it's Epidemic or whatever it's called. Some good stuff on there. That promo clip that I did for this channel, I really like that song that I picked. But yeah, okay. So Brisbane are working it out now. 7 tackle set. So they probably do need to score in the next 5 to 10 minutes to have a chance.
All right. Back in a second. Just going to grab a beer.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah, I'm with you, Big Jim. He's funny when he gets the town halls out. Meat and potatoes. But it's going to be rude. I'll just check the phone. Brisbane are slowly creeping back into this game, but they do have to get something soon. They're attacking now. They're about 10 out on the last here. They need a big play. Nice little kick. Defused by Parramatta. Unlucky. Who else we got in the chat? We got Big Jim. Still got Dom in the chat. Yeah, 10 watching, just not many talking. That's okay. Yeah, mate. Dom's a bit concerned. He looks like he might lose his bet.
Dom is paying for pancakes next stuffing. I had nowhere to go with that sentence.
Well, you did well. You recovered well.
Good stuff. Oh.
Hey, g'day, my two. Good to see you, bud.
Don't
Working and licking stamps. Wow. By licking, you mean buying, don't you? Because when you're a collector, they're no good if you lick them, aren't they? They lose all their value. Mate, what time is it there and you're yawning? Jeez.
It's 6:20, but I got up at about 5 o'clock this morning. I heard that they're easing the curfew a little bit more this week. And when I was excited, I was like, oh, you can stay out till midnight. They're easing it on the other side. So instead of it being 11 to 4 a.m., now it's 11 to 3 a.m. I'm like, the fuck is getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, no.
That's what time you go to bed at.
The numbers are pretty good. Okay, so we've got Parramatta here. This could be the match winner. They've gone to the video. So potential. This will be the match winning try if they've got this. Yep, it's a try. So tell you what, no, I've been having a bit of like doing all these. BT got me onto it. I use this program Canva to do all these backgrounds and the overlays and stuff like that. Jesus, mate, if I can use it, anyone can.
Okay. What exactly? Like, what did you do? You did the.
So all the graphics I do on there, like so the overlay, like this overlay, but you can't see it at the moment. Saying what it is for the footy, all the backgrounds that I've got that I can't use until I get the proper green screen.
I just use
a really easy program, eh? It's all web based, so your program is saved and then you just download it.
I just use PowerPoint.
Yeah,
That's the trick for me.
I used to I don't use KineMister.
Oh, you mean it's an editing software?
No, but no, like just it's a like like a what do you call it, like Paint, but
right.
better. I used to just do my thumbnails in KineMister and then screenshot it.
Fair enough.
There you go. But yeah, I think Dom, I think you can cash up now, bud. I think look at him, and you see that he's been away, and now he comes back. Dom looks bad for you, BT. Well, you'll get it back. Just pick the Bulldogs on Sunday. I think this is going to be changed to be called Niall and Beans Talking Sport, and we'll piss the pancake off. He's got a smart mouth. Old Shrek. The flipper.
We have to
find about 16 to go. It's going to be a bit dead now.
Actually, I don't even know what the draw is for the Heineken Cup this year. I'll have to check.
So will they? Because the Heineken Cup's like a knockout, isn't it? Or is it stages?
It's stages and then knockout. So basically,
so the chance
the
that
first.
will still happen.
I'd say it'll happen, just won't happen in front of an audience, I'd imagine. I'm going to see what the. Okay. Yeah, it hasn't been updated. Hasn't been updated since the last one. Okay. Shit. Thought we'd know what's going to go on next year. I would imagine that Leicester Tigers probably won't even be in the Heineken Cup next year.
They're a park team, aren't they? Leicester Tigers.
Which team?
Just like a park football side, like not even a top flight side. They just like play in the park.
Oh, they do pretty good in the what's the British Championship, the Gallagher Cup.
Maybe they need some Thai money like Leicester City to do good. You know, they'd be nothing without the Thai money.
Just some foreign money.
Yeah. Wow, mate, that's a GFE. That's not LT or ST. 8,000 baht, isn't that? From what I've heard, that would be a GFE, wouldn't it?
Lost 8,000 Thai baht.
Oh, he's talking about the 7,000 that I haven't paid him for allegedly.
All right, okay. I feel your pain. I lost 9,000 Thai baht on my deposit in Bangkok. So I feel your pain.
What, legitimately physically lost 9,000?
Yeah, I paid 28,000. I paid an extra 1,000 for the water, which they didn't charge me for. So then they said, look, when they did up how much I was due back, they said you're due 19,100. I'm like, that's like 9,500 baht that you're stopping. So they said 4,600 is because I got Wi-Fi and they're saying you have to pay for the whole year. I was like, no, I didn't. I only signed up for a 6-month contract. And they were like, no, it's a year contract. I'm like, no, it was a 6-month contract. And because I'm in fucking Pattaya now, and they're like, basically, do you want to come back and show us your paperwork? And I was like, no, not really. I was like, how much is it? They were like 4,600 for the Wi-Fi. So I was like, I'm not going all the way back to fucking Bangkok just to square up a 4,600 baht bill. So I just said, fuck it, just take out a deposit. No, are you still in Pats? I am. I'm still in Pats. I'm here for another 2 weeks, I'd say. So basically, the 11th of June, I'm heading to Chiang Mai, I'd say. That's the plan anyway.
But this has become a bit embarrassing. We've got another Parramatta try.
Yep. Can't see Brisbane coming back from that.
Funny, Manly play Parramatta next Saturday night. We got them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's actually a lot of talk about Manly being a very good chance of winning the comp this year. We'll see.
Well, they came close last year.
Well, they weren't that far away, so
they did better than most people thought they would.
Just different coach, mate. Good coach.
Mm-hmm. That's all you need.
So that's a try. So we're at 26-6. Kick to come.
Yeah, they're done. They're sunk.
You can put a fork in them.
What's left of them? What's left on the time?
It's just gone off the screen. I think it's only about 12, 13 minutes.
They're not going to get 20 points in 12 or 13 minutes.
Nah. I have to make sure I've given you all the passwords and that for this channel. I think I have. Just so you've got them if you know. Once the rugby comes back on, if there's something that you want to jump on and do. Yeah, what I've been doing is when I've been doing a sports stream, I just put like a little 7-second video up on my channel with the link, just to try to get people to come across. There's
a bunch of shit that I need to get done before I leave Thailand. Actually,
yeah.
I've pretty much down to my last 6 weeks, like, you know, and most people are like 6 weeks, that's forever, like, you know, and I'm like, it goes by really quickly, like, you know. So, like, you know, the stuff that I really wanted to do when I got out here, so I'm like, I really need to get some dental work done. That's on my to-do list. What else I want to do when I came out here? I kind of want to get a tattoo as well. I want to get another tattoo. I have one on my arm already, but I wanted to get a Brian O'Driscoll tattoo.
A what?
Brian O'Driscoll. He was Leinster's. Yeah.
He's the Ireland captain, wasn't he too?
Yeah, he was the Ireland captain for a long time.
Okay, that's really funny you said that. I'm going to send you a screenshot when I looked at Facebook before what came up. That's really canny that you say that then.
I don't know if it'll be like, it's only Don B's message there, 13, that remind me. He was number 13 for Ireland and for Leinster. So I was thinking I'd just get 13. Like, I don't want to get Brian O'Driscoll tattooed on me. Like, I don't know. I want to get something related to Brian O'Driscoll. So I was thinking like 13 or something.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. So we're about 11 minutes to go. So it's definitely been a comprehensive win.
Cool.
So Parramatta will have their first loss next Saturday against Manly.
Cool.
So, and I was just saying before, when you're away, they've actually put sound effects, like I'm watching it on Fox, they've actually put crowd sound effects. So you don't really, you don't really notice that it is. And they're making the shots a bit tighter. So from a TV spectacle, you don't really notice the difference, which is cool.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah. But they're talking about the guy who's running the NRL, who's the chairman. He's only been in the job since October. He's proved everyone wrong. He's also the head of racing New South Wales, and he's done some amazing things there. They didn't stop. He was laughed at when he said he was going to have rugby league back today. You know, the AFL are scratching their heads. They're talking about June 11, and the AFL are never behind the rugby league. But yeah, it's just that he's talking about July, have crowds in with reduced capacity. So at this ground holds 52. He was talking about, well, at this ground they'd have 15 to 20,000. At the smaller grounds, they'd have maybe 5 to 6,000. So it's better than nothing. So no, he's
great. But who do you tell? Who do you tell who can come and who can't?
Yeah. Oh, they'll do the whole temperature thing as well. You know, apparently the Broncos halfback, they had to take his temperature 3 times. He failed twice today. On because they won't let him in the stadium if you don't pass the temperature check.
Like, what do you do if you're just hot or something, like, you know, like,
yeah.
You know, they take your temperature going into the mall, and like, it just might be a hot ass day, and when you get.
Well, I remember that happened to Nick Dean. He did a video where he was getting a haircut. He had to sit outside of cold water for a bit because his temperature was too high. I think that was just before they shut everything down. Okay, Brisbane just butchered another try. So, yeah, so I think being teams get jump on. I got a bit of family time tomorrow. Because it's my sister would have been my sister's birthday, so we're doing the family thing tomorrow. But I think BT said a couple of games I might jump on for a couple Saturday. The thing with Saturdays is that we can pretty much run it. We could do them, you know, and if we could do a marathon stream if we're ever all on and just take it in turns, because there's 3 games on. The thing for him is, and obviously for you when you get back to Ireland, is that the first game is at like midday Thai time. You know, so, but yeah, wait and see. But, you know, I said we don't have to do every game. We could do mate, we can do whatever we want, and that's the thing. Like, by us all having logins, if you boys, if there's some rugby on and you want to jump in and start chatting
breaking. I actually just signed at the Bangkok Post today, so I'm getting breaking news. Breaking news: complete end to lockdown on July 1st.
Fuck. That's still a while, mate. That's still over.
It's a month away, but like when they say complete end, as in like everything's done, or so like that means that Nick could be right. Like maybe the bars will be back open before then, like because like it's supposed to be the open fronted bars are opening first, and then the the go-go bars and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can still hear you, mate. I'll be back in a sec.
I'm just going to read this out while you're away. So, okay, so this says the government has set July 1st for a lift of all business and activity lockdowns ordered earlier to cope with the coronavirus disease 2019, said the National Security Council chief. These include interprovincial, sorry, it's a tough word to say, interprovincial and international travel, as well as the end of emergency decree and curfew. NSC Secretary General Somsak Rungsita said on Thursday that the lift of restrictions would be a complete reopening of the country. Officials would next month prepare measures for the reopening. Authorities will have serious discussions because after the emergency decree ends, other laws will be used instead, he said. People's cooperation is important. This concerns the use of face masks, social distancing, hand wash, and limited activities. As long as the disease is spreading worldwide, we will have to fight against it for a while. Further reopenings, boxing and massage to resume June. Lockdown easing. Okay. General Somsak said the executive decree in public administration in emergency situations would end in June, and the ban on international travel will continue until then. The full reopening will come after the third phase of the relaxation to take place in June. The Government Centre for COVID-19 Situation Administration will on Friday finalise details of what businesses could resume and on what conditions under the third phase of relaxation in June. This goes on for a little bit longer. On Wednesday, his committee on business easing did not reach a conclusion on high-risk activities that were suspended and seriously affected the economy, he said. For next month, General Somsak said the curfew hours will be further shortened and more restrictions on interprovincial travel would be lifted under the third phase. Spokesman Dr. Tawisel Visanyotin on Thursday said more activities and malls would resume and athletes practicing grounds would reopen. Operators and customers would be required to use Thai China mobile applications for checking in and out of premises, since the businesses allowed to reopen in this stage are medium to high risk ones. Prime Minister's Office Minister Tuan Liptap-Alap, Jesus, these names are something else, said movie theaters would not reopen because operators said there were no new movie during this time. What the fuck? I was sure they were going to reopen next week. It says everywhere they're opening on June 1st. That's bad news. Okay. It is not because we oppose the reopening. The operators say there are no new films to screen at the moment, he said. That's bullshit. Loads of movies open in between. Maybe they just haven't got them, but fuck it, play old movies. He also said the government was considering financial aid for temples where all activities stopped, including donations from the public. So they're not going to open cinema next week. I was really looking forward to that. Oh well. Sure you want to, okay, upgrade. Looks like the world really wants to move on. Absolutely. It's not before time either. All right. So, sorry, guys. Oh, wait a minute. I'll read that in a minute. That's really about some Apple news. I always get excited when some new Apple product comes out. I love Apple. The all-new Magic keyboard for iPad is here. Fuck off. I couldn't give a shit. I don't actually have an iPad, so that's probably why I don't give a shit. No good films out now. Like I said, play some more movies. Play the original Star Wars without the George Lucas bullshit effect at it. Well, that's the thing. Like, Thailand hasn't had a hard time of it, to be fair. Like, so, like, the numbers at the moment show that there are 59 active cases in all of Thailand right now. That's nuts, like, We're going to stop, we're going to keep, I don't know what they said the numbers were, something close to, 10 million people out of work because 59 people have a cold.
Yeah, everyone's being very conservative, opening stuff back, even over here.
Well, I can get it. Like, I get that in some places. Like, you'd be crazy. They're still doing it anyway, but they're crazy to do it in America. You know what I mean? Like, they have 1.7 million cases, and that's a conservative number. I guarantee it's double that.
Yeah.
At least. And they're talking about reopening. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, like,
Yeah. Parramatta have scored.
You've got 100,000 people dead from it. And that's with social distancing. That's going to double, at least in the next month, if they reopen. So I'm like, you're nuts. You're nuts. You shouldn't be reopening. Like, the one thing that I was worried about here, John James is backstage. The one thing that I was worried about here was them reopening to let people back in, and then the numbers going up, which is exactly what happened. 3 people got it or 9 people have it this week, and 3 of them are American.
Hello.
What do you want?
I've never watched such a one-sided game since the last time I watched Tigers. I have not watched such a one-sided game. That was seriously one.
Every single Tigers game is a one-sided game.
No, last season we were shit. I'm not going to. I can't deny it. If it wasn't for the fact that Saracens started on minus 100 points, we would have been relegated. So I can't deny that. So yeah, I got no argument back at you. We were shit. But that game then, that was so one-sided. I actually feel guilty taking the short time off of Dom, to be honest. Not guilty enough not to take it off him. I just feel guilty taking it off him. But, yeah.
Do you get a discount when you go for short time?
No, I have to pay more because I'm such an ugly bastard.
Yeah, well, I thought we would have paid less because I imagine that your short times are really short.
Yeah, somebody already cracked that joke. It was 5 minutes including shower.
Including a 4.5 minute shower.
Yeah, I included a cigarette afterwards, so that's how long it was. But no, I'd have to pay more because I'm such an ugly bastard. We agreed on 1,000 baht, so.
I was in the swimming pool earlier today in the hotel.
Don't say having a short time, please.
No, not in the pool. I'm a classy guy. But that's the thing, like, just basically, there was a guy that obviously took a bird home to the hotel, like, and he didn't want to pay her the next morning, like, so she was having none of it. She was throwing elbows and all kinds of stuff.
That's interesting.
The interesting thing is that, obviously, the hotel staff are there to look after you as their guest. You know what I mean? So, even though they might feel for the Thai girl, they still are like, no, you have to leave. Like, the guy doesn't want you here. And what does she do? Like, technically speaking, what she's doing is illegal here. So she can't really go to the police. Like, what can you do when a guy just won't pay you the next day?
Well, don't they?
I mean, stories.
Aren't most of the... I know where he's going with this. Shut up. Beans, shut up.
I'm not going to say anything.
No, but I don't. Most of these freelancers have what we call pimps. Don't most of them work for somebody, and not paying them would be not paying them would be a very dangerous move.
Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if they have pimps, but I imagine, like, I've seen videos where a bunch of Thai women are beating the shit out of a guy, and it's because he didn't pay. So I'm like, I imagine it's a kind of situation like that where basically, if he goes out the next day and they see him, they're going to beat the living bejesus out of him.
Hang on, let me recap there. A group of Thai women have beat up a Farang because he's had her for services 1, 2, 3 days and hasn't paid. Interesting.
I don't know. Well, not 1, 2, 3 days. Like the issue today was that, like, he paid her, but he paid her 1,000 baht and she wanted 2,000. She's like, no, I spent the whole night. And he was basically going, we never agreed on the price, so you're getting 1,000. And if you don't like it, fuck off, kind of situation, like, So, anyway, look, I imagine if that guy steps foot anywhere near her side of the street or town or whatever, he's going to get an ass beaten.
Just a bit.
Fair enough, too.
A beat down of epic proportions. So, I think that the point to take away from this is if you're agree the price beforehand,
pay. Just pay and smile.
Respectful.
Yeah, like an extra 1,000 baht is what, an extra 30 quid. So, like, just fucking pay her, what happened to me here a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, I'd say it was. I was at some function or something like that. How long is Kev doing? Or how long ago since Kev started doing the hideaway things?
I thought that was about 2 years, 2.5 years.
2.5 years ago, or 2.5 years
but
he was doing it?
He started about mid to late 2017. So he's been doing it. He was doing it for about 2 years in total before he was ill. I would have said, about a year he was doing it before he was ill, weren't he?
No, I'd say it was longer than that. It must be at least 2 years, I would have thought. Like, he was doing it back before he'd even reached 10,000 subs.
Yeah, because I would have said 2017 at the earliest. I wouldn't have gone back much further than that.
All right, okay.
And don't forget, he was ill most of 2020, 2019, weren't he? He was ill from February 2019. Don went to his first one in March 2017.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it wouldn't have been that much longer, but it wouldn't have been that much afterwards that I went to my first meetup in the hideaway. And I just remember getting absolutely hammered and ending up in a bar and outside Soilenki. And I don't remember anything after that. Nothing. I just remember, the next day I woke up hangover to bits, and it was 2016, Don B is saying, all right. So maybe it was, I was over in August of that year. So maybe it was August 2017 or August 2016, can't remember. But anyway, it was after I'd kind of what I would consider my mongering stage. I wasn't really mongering anymore. But that's not to say that I didn't ever indulge. I did from time to time, but I wasn't over here for that purpose. Whereas I went to the hideaway, and the next day woke up and there was a chick in the bed next to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I took a bird home. I thought I'd stop doing that. Anyway, she was like, "Okay." She got up about 10 o'clock in the morning. She's like, "I'm going home now." And I was like, "Okay." And she was just about to leave, and I just stupidly said, "Oh, did I pay you?" And she was like, "No, you didn't pay me." I was like, fuck it. It's too late to take it back. Because I was like, obviously, if she was leaving without, she wouldn't leave unless I paid her. So obviously, I'd paid her the night before or something like that. So she was in the process of leaving, and I just opened my stupid fucking mouth and said, "Oh, did I pay you?" And she's like, "No, you didn't." And I was like, "Well, now I can't take it back because I can't prove that I didn't pay her." So I had to pay her again, basically, so I'm like, okay, well, here's 2,000 baht for you. So obviously I probably gave her 2,000 baht the night before, or God knows how much. So anyway, probably the most expensive long time ever.
Interesting. Oh, it's a bit warm. I've just had to open my windows. A bit warm here after the football.
So the football is over now, is it?
Yeah, mate. 34-6 full time.
It was a close game. Don't be a pay up.
Oh, has he muted himself?
I don't know where he's gone.
He was
He's gone to start counting his money. Speaking of which, I got to take a bathroom break. 1 second.
All right, mate, you're all right. I'm just going to keep the Disco microphone for the rest of the night. So here we go. Oh, that was a good first up on. Pancake, he's up. 100,000 baht. Dom's down. Whatever you do, Dom, don't take Canterbury on Sunday. Big mistake. Big mistake. Where are you, Pancake? Have you gone? Where are you going to? So I think the boys are going to be on tomorrow night. I won't be. Then I'll do a couple on Saturday, and then the big one's Sunday night, the Manly Dogs game. That's pretty good. I think we've been going for just over 2 hours.
Sorry about that, lads.
You're all right, mate. I was just talking through with everyone what the plans are. I think we could have done this differently and just rotated between our channels. I think this way we're going to grow a different audience, and it will be a little bit small at first, but
bit like your we'll be a bit small to start with. So what we got tomorrow then? We've got Cowboys against Titans at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and then the big one. I might even be on board for the next one. The Roosters South is a big one.
Roosters. Yeah, I might. Yeah, the Cowboys Titans. I might do the second half of that, and then run it through from there. I don't think I'll be on for the beginning of that because when I go walking, I don't normally get done till 9 o'clock. Yeah. So.
And Niall, you do have a VPN, mate.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So as long as you can tell the VPN you're in Australia, I'll send. You don't still have those KO details, or do I need to resend them?
Probably need to resend them. Or no, I wouldn't have them because it'd be on my old phone.
Yeah. So if you even download the KO app, and then I'll send you my login and stuff like that.
Let's see what this is like. I just got this lamp today. It's like a mini porno shoot lamp. Yeesh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that.
Oh,
like...
Dom, by the way, while they're sorting that, oh yeah, bugger, that was right. No, that was right. Dom, the only bet don't just on Saturday, Dom, don't have the Storm against the Raiders because I don't really want to back against the Storm. But you can have any other one except for the Storm.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be a cracker of a game.
Yeah, I just don't want to bet against the Storm, that's all. So I've got a dog in that fight. I want a dog in tomorrow's fight. So if you want to pick tomorrow, Dom, let me know.
All right. So say if Leinster are playing the Leicester Tigers, who are you going to vote? Who are you going to bet against?
If what? Sorry,
if Leinster play the Leicester Tigers,
I'd have to go for the Tigers. If I was forced to have a bet, I'd have to go for the Tigers. But I wouldn't have a bet because I know the Tigers would get beat, so I wouldn't have a bet. But what I'm saying,
you like losing money.
No. What it was now was this match that's just been played. I didn't have a dog in the fight because neither of the sides mattered. So I said to anybody out there, "Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet on the outcome?" So Dom took me up on the bet. So all I'm saying is, I don't want to bet against the Storm. But I'm not stupid. I won't bet the Tigers against Leinster. There you are. Dom's just checked.
Just checked. Kev his first meet up in December 2016. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it would have been August 2017 that happened.
Yeah,
just go on. I was going to say, before we were talking about the seagull.
Yep.
There it is.
The seagulls. We're talking about the seagulls.
That was in Thailand. That was that Muslim floating island on the way to what's it called? On the way to James Bond.
James Bond Island, yeah.
A couple of real big seagulls there.
They don't look like seagulls.
They were
proper seagulls. I'm gonna see if I can find my they were falcons. See if I can find my falcon photo.
Oh, man.
Yes. So you're picking I'll give you time, Dom. You can pick a side for tomorrow in the second game. Roosters against the Rabbits. Rabbitohs. So you can pick one in that one, Dom. I'll let you have first pick. They look like pigeons. Like I say, they don't look like seagulls to me. You want the Roosters? Okay, mate. Double or note then, Dom. I either get 2 short times or you get your dough back.
Well, that'd be a long time, wouldn't it?
No, not with me. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. A long time's a bit longer, isn't it?
It's my sexy, my falcon photo.
You got your 90s hairstyle going there.
It's my grunge hairstyle.
Jesus Christ.
Handsome, right? Man, pretty.
You remind me. Hang on a minute. Who is it? Is it an actor or is it a film star? One or the other. It's Funny Head.
An actor.
Jim, Funny Head.
An actor or a film star?
No, I meant an actor or a.
You got me stumped.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to say an actor or a film star. I meant to say an actor or a singer. But you remind me of one of them with that photo, but I can't remember where it was. With the goatee and that hairstyle. I can't remember where.
I always get.
While you're talking about Kev, I see that they had his funeral yesterday.
Yeah, he was cremated yesterday.
Yeah. That would have been tough for his family to go through it and then not be able to say their goodbyes because of the corona.
Yeah, but they can. I think that's why they waited, because they just lifted the. It used to be 5 people only at the funeral, but they just lifted it not that long ago. So that might be the reason why they waited to cremate him, so more people could go.
You know what they're doing over here? See, I reckon one of the plus sides of this whole corona thing is how innovative some businesses have been. You know, just the way they've tried to manage to get something out of this situation. A lot of the funeral homes here, that when the funerals have had to go ahead, they've live streamed them. So only 10 family members can go, but they've jumped on, they've filmed it, and other family members that couldn't make it could stream it.
Not that many more.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's 7 o'clock already. I did not have a productive day today. How many can go to funerals now in the UK?
I'm just looking.
I think there's some people that would struggle to get 5 people to their funeral.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably get a few more. That's people that go just to make sure that I'm definitely dead. No chance of getting there. Shilling's back off me. A friend of mine got a few bars here in Liverpool, and the stuff he had to do to the bars because of this COVID madness. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But like, I'm kind of in the look, we just have to fucking do it, like, just like, you don't have to like it, but you have to do it, like, like they have no time for these fuckers that just want to basically do their own thing, like, there was a guy in Starbucks yesterday giving the wait staff grief because he didn't want to he wanted to sit with his friend, like, and I'm like, you can sit, like, you're not allowed to sit beside each other, like they have the sofa here and a sofa on either side of the coffee table, and only one person allowed to sit on each sofa. And he's like, no, there's three of us, we all want to sit together. And they were like, well, you can't, one of you has to sit on the other table or at the other table. Like, you can move the tables, you can't be right beside each other, but you can move them enough, like, together that you can hear each other talk, like, and you're not gonna, you don't need to shout at each other. But the guy just wasn't having any of it. He was like, oh, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm going to set up a table over here and the three of us going to sit down together. And the wait staff were trying to go like, look, sorry, you can't do it. It's against the rules. And the guy just wasn't listening. I was like, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, look, the wait staff aren't in charge. Like, they're just doing what they're being told to do.
Yeah, it's funny how there's always people out there who think the rules don't.
Hello, my two bot. I had a special appointment over Zoom just the other day, and I've already booked the next one months away. Signs of the times.
How good's that? There's nothing worse than waiting a doctor's surgery or that. You can do what you want to do at home. When it's time to get on, let's get on.
Just asking a question about Zoom. Is it true that Zoom's limited to 45 minutes?
I don't think so. I haven't heard that. I've heard that you can have as many people on as you want.
Yeah, it's just that somebody did a Zoom last Sunday with a bunch of friends, and they could only Zoom for 45 minutes before it shut down. So I'm just wondering if that was just general practice or whether that was just them. Actually,
now that you mention it, I think it's only if you're using the free app. It's 45 minutes.
Well, there you go.
If you want to pay subscription, you can go as long as you want. So it's kind of, it's, well, I won't say it's like StreamYard. StreamYard, you get 20 hours a month for free, I think. But basically, once you use them, that's your usage up. So the only thing you can do is have a second and third channel, like JG. Yeah, I love the time with JG. He's a mad bastard.
All right, cheers for that. It's all right.
Stuff,
Joe's just answered as well. The free version is 40 minutes. No, it's just first time I'd heard of Zoom, and somebody was talking about it last Monday and said, oh, we did a Zoom for 45 minutes before it went up. Yes, I know they have, Jim. I know Slimming Well start using Zoom now. Yeah.
Do you still have to pay €9 though? Because that would piss me off. I'm like, really? You're going to charge me €9 to use Zoom? Like, I used to really irritate me. I went to Swim World for a while and I hated it. I went a couple of times and I really hated it. And I was like, it's costing me €9 just to stand on a scale. I could do this at home, like, But what annoyed me the most was I used to juice, like, so basically just drink fruit juice and vegetable juice for a couple of weeks, lose a shitload of weight, and then start eating sensible food again, like, $2.50. That's not too bad then. It's €9 an hour for some stupid reason. Anyway, when I was going to Swimming World, I started off saying, well, like, I want to get a kickstart in this, so I'm going to juice for the first 2 weeks and then go on to a Slimming World diet. And the first week I lost something like 11 pounds, and the second week I lost 8 pounds. So I was like, in the first 2 weeks I lost close to 20 pounds, like, you know. So I blew everyone else out of the water, like, you know, the most anyone else had, like. But the second biggest, when they say the biggest loser is in the person who lost the most amount of weight those 2 weeks, I think was maybe 4.5 pounds or something like that. Like nowhere near what I had lost, like, you know. But they wouldn't give me the fucking Slimmer of the Week award thing because I didn't stick to their program. They're like, well, you juiced, you cheated. And I'm like, I cheated on a diet? What the like, isn't cheating on a diet the opposite to losing more weight? Isn't cheating on a diet when you eat a burger or something, like, you know?
Well, you see, actually, it doesn't cost me to do Slimming World because once you hit your target, once you get down to what you set your target up to, you literally don't lose. You don't pay. Once you hit your target, you don't pay. So long as you stay within 3 pounds of your target weight, you don't pay. So if I went back to if I go to Slimming World now, it doesn't cost me anything. But in England, it's before the lockdown, it was £5 a week. I presume what Jim's saying there is Zoom. When on Zoom, it's £2.50, but on Slimming World, when you went and got weighed, it was £5 a week.
Well, if you think about it, $2.50, like, it probably makes more sense to just continue doing on Zoom, even after this fucking whole thing is over. Like, why would you want to go to some convention hall, like, you know, it's probably 10 miles away and pay £5 or £6 or whatever it is to sit in a circle with a bunch of fucking fat lesbians telling you not to eat avocados? I'm sorry, that's not my idea of a good night out.
Fat lesbians. How do you know? They're not lesbians. Stop it.
They've got short fingernails, so that's how you can tell.
Well, they all fucking hate men. That's why I call them fat lesbians. I was the only bloke in the whole fucking place, and they were just a bunch of cunts. That's like, these are all fat lesbians in my book.
Oh, the old racing's back up running Monday.
Fuck you. I want to talk about fat lesbians.
I'm trying to say change the subject.
No, you're. That's why I'm saying fuck you.
No, not the fact. No.
Do you know what the worst part was? I was a better cook than all them fat cunts as well, and that's what they really irritated them. They were like, "I'm fucking bring." They used to have, what was it called again? The little snacks that you have for Slimming World are called free sims or something, free something like that. But basically, something where there's no sins in them, like, you know. So the sin free or something like that they're called. Sin-free, so basically, you bring your little meal with you that you cooked and you made yourself, and you tell them all what's in it and all this kind of stuff. And it's like a cult, like, you know. It all has to be from a fucking Slimming World book. And I'm like, well, I think all your recipes are shite, if I'm honest, so I didn't go with your book. I did my own one, like, you know, but it's still free. It's, you know, I read through your little stupid things in the back of the book that say there's no sins in this and there's no sins in this and there's no sins in this. So I made up my own one out of sin-free foods, so they're sin-free. And dude, like, one time around the class was like, we'd prefer you if you stuck with the book now. It's like, you're a bunch of proper cuts.
Oh, you never said that. You might have thought it. Please tell me you never actually said that. You just thought it.
What did Here's what happened. This is what sealed my fate in this club, right? She said, when I was talking about the juicing, she was like, oh, sorry, no, it wasn't juicing. When we was talking about the sin-free diet thing, like the recipes, she said, we prefer if you stuck with the book now. And I was like, why? She's like, look, I can just, you know, I'm your teacher or I'm your instructor, whatever the fucking word is. And I want you to listen to me. I'm no good to you if you don't listen to me. And I'm like, well, it says they're all sin-free, but unless I don't know, no one knows what a fucking sin is. Like, what do you mean by being a sin? Is that 2 calories? Is it 5 calories in it? Like, can you give me some kind of unit of measurement that lets me know what exactly a meal being sin-free means? And she was like, just do what the book tells you. if you do what the book tells you, you will lose weight. And I was like, well, if I started fucking, injecting myself with heroin, I'd lose weight as well. But it doesn't mean it's good for me. And then that was me done.
That was the point. Mention the heroin, and that was it.
Yeah, the heroin got me kicked out. I showed her though. I just went to the fucking Slimming World down in the town next to me.
The smack was the final curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Talking smack, literally. Well, see, I can't slag Slimming World off, you see, because while I would by going Slimming World, I lost 140, 160, about 168. 168 pounds. What was that? I've just had a message. What's that?
Can you just check it? Just check it for me.
Yeah, we'll check it. But what am I checking it for? Just had a ping.
I'll give you the code.
What, you don't mean now? You mean tomorrow?
Not now, because then you can control the stream. That's all.
Well, no, because I'm going soon.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna. Well, we
Yeah.
might all go.
No.
We'll head off soon.
I'm going.
You
soon.
can head off now.
Yeah, but what about
I'm good to go as well. Whenever you want to go.
Cambo, I need that for tomorrow though. So for tonight, I might do the football tonight at 7:30.
So you'll need to get the pin, like the code soon. Okay, well, we might wrap it up then. Thank you, lads. Thank you for everyone that was watching. It's felt relatively clean troll-wise, which is good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll send you those codes for KO. Too easy.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. I'll maybe when we jump off air, if you wanna, we'll work it out. BT.
Yeah, because I'll probably be on. I'll probably be on tonight. 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 UK time. I might be. If I am, I'll put a link up before to say that I'm coming on, which is 4:30 Aussie time, I do believe. 4:30 AM Aussie time. I won, Capio. All you have to know is it's scrolling across the bottom now, but I won. I'm a short
lesbian.
Yeah, I'm a short time up at the minute. I'm a short time up.
Short time with some fat lesbians.
Yeah, fuck off for you.
Oh, unlucky.
Stop it.
All right.
Too easy. I'm just going to tidy up the banners. Thanks everyone for popping on. We'll be back soon.
All right. Talk to you again. Cheers.
Yeah, see ya.
All right.